Good evening and welcome today. I really don't know how I don't remember what I just typed, but I think it's 192 in my rebellious reality, titled Homemaking. I don't really know what to say today, but something that I've been coming back to is gratitude about having the skills to home make things. As I grew up in the country and my mama taught me how to, she just like made like food and stuff homemade, baked a lot. She's a quilter. My grandmother was a knitter. They're both seamstresses. So I just like learned a lot of hands-on homemaking techniques. My dad is like an all-around Mr. Fix-It who dealt with like I don't know. He was some sort of mechanic, a draft mechanic, but he could like fix anything and he's super creative. So I come from that background and I am an artist. My I have an Etsy site called Carly's Sweet Creations, and I also have this Rebellious Nurse platform, which is my second entrepreneurial adventure journey. Um, And this morning, baby got a bath because it had been a couple days. And there are two products that I make, two skin, they just happen to both be skin products through my Rebellious Nurse brand. And I was in an herbalism apprenticeship in 2019 and I learned how to craft things out of like to handcraft or wild craft things out of herbs and plants and I learned all about the healing properties of plants and which are just honestly extreme. Every plant has like bajillions of healing qualities, medicinal qualities to it. So these two products just happen to be skin products. And I have been, I, to have a baby, a beautiful brand new soul who's 2.5 months on this earth and have this baby with super sensitive skin, to just have had my massive awakening as to how toxic the world is in the past couple of years and how I don't agree with medicine, which is what I went to school to serve, unfortunately. Um, so to know about all this stuff and have these natural products like on hand that I just happen to create for myself, um, because of my journey down, like throughout. And to be able to use these on my precious baby's skin, it's pretty magical. Like I'm literally just like so my baby comes out of the bath and I just take my rose and lavender infused argan oil and I just rub it all over her face and moist moisturize her whole face, her arms and her legs, her hands. Um, I wear all these rings and I keep getting this like dry cracking in between these two fingers. So I've been using my rose and lavender oil for that and it's been working really well. Um, and then my potent plantain, I meant to pick it's plantain season and this um this product, potent plantain that I make, um, is seasonal and it's limited. And I grab a bunch of plantain every year during this time and I make however much comes out and I sell it and that's all I have for the year. So I always keep like a good supply for myself. And the one that I have currently available is a limited edition. It has two other plants, yarrow and lemon balm, that I added to it for further medicinal properties. So I made this potent plantain to um, be basically an all around skin salve. It can help anything from like a scratch to a burn to a herpes blister to poison ivy. It's supposed to take the place of like all the garbage in the pharmacy. So, um, so on the way home from upstate, like we did have to stop to breastfeed, just like we did on the way up. I really think she could have made it, but in her car seat, her head was like this. And it was just like that for a really long time. So when she woke up one time, she just started like, you know, and so, ow, fuck. She just yanked my nipple. Um, so she wakes up, she's crying, and I have this little travel bunny pillow that she breastfeeds with. I would show it to you, but she's laying on it right now. And so I wanted to try and get the bunny pillow behind her neck. Had tried it before and it like pushes her neck out. And I was trying to do that while I'm going down the fucking like cross county parkway in fucking rush hour traffic, which is like right in the outskirts of, I'm like basically going through like New York City, you know? So my baby's crying, I'm alone driving her, and I'm trying to shove this bunny pillow under her face to try and make her comfortable. And I felt myself scratch her scalp, like right here, and then she started crying harder, and I'm like, fuck, like I scratched my poor baby. So when we got home, Brian saw it. He's like, why does she have like a red mark on her head? Blah blah blah. It was like an inflamed scratch. So I told him what happened. I threw some potent plantain on it, literally just a smear. It's gone the next morning. So then today she's her butt has been really, really good. We've been using butt paste that was gifted to us, which has zinc in it. And I'm a former wound care nurse, so I do have a lot of knowledge about how medicine handles skin issues in addition to like natural ways to heal skin. And so we've been using this butt paste that has zinc, and it's basically been prophylactic because she hasn't had any kind of rashes. Prophylactic just means it's like preventative basically. So then I've been using like pretty pretty good like non-toxic wipes, right? Like Honest Company and a couple other different kinds. I can't remember, Millie Moon, um, and something else. But we have some Pampers wipes. And so what I noticed as soon as I started using the Pampers wipes is that they're freaking crazy wet. They're just saturated. So when you wipe the baby's butt and the baby's butt stays wet, whereas the other wipes kind of like seem like they dry after you wipe the skin and it kind of like air dries pretty quickly. Whereas the Pampers wipes, it's like you wipe the skin and the skin's just saturated. So if you throw a diaper over that, you're asking for skin issues because you're keeping the skin moist and you're throwing a cover over it, which is going to breed the moisture and breed like rashing or, bacteria basically. So, I'm not using those Pampers wipes ever again. But I started to notice a little bit more redness on her butt. Nothing crazy at all. But guess what? I've got something for that. So I put my potent plantain on it. Redness is gone. Then my sweetie has like she always grabs her ear. And so even though I clipped her nails, she still had some little sharp edges, which I fixed today. She had some scratches that were really reddened behind her ear earlier today. At the same time I was putting the potent plantain on her butt when I was changing her, I just smeared a bunch behind her ear and I just checked and it's completely like there's no more red at all. It literally works like magic. And a lot of things with plants, you have to have like a lot of consistency with plants many times, which is why people um, tend to favor more modern medicine for many things, because with the plants you have to be like super duper consistent. But this salve and this oil that I created, it doesn't, you don't need a lot of consistency with it. The salve tends to work like better, like the same or better than anything you're going to buy, any shit that you're going to buy in the pharmacy. So I was just really kind of like in awe about that today, just using, and maybe just the past couple of days, just using these magical homemade potions that I concocted all by myself. Um, on my precious little baby, and knowing that they're non-toxic, they're totally natural, that I'm using these beautiful plants to heal her, and that I get to show her this kind of way, like as she grows up. Um, I'm really just loving it. So that's what my video's on today. Thank you for watching. If you want to check out my products, you can visit my website, www.rebelliousnurse.com. I also have it linked below. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.